Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract opportunities, wealth, and happiness, while others struggle endlessly? What if I told you that the difference lies not in resources, background, or luck, but in something far more accessible and powerful, our imagination? Today, I want to take you on a journey to understand how to harness the creative force within you to transform your life. Imagination is often thought of as a playground for children, a place of fantasy and unrealities. But what if imagination is not merely a place of escape? What if it is, in fact, the hidden blueprint of reality, the very substance out of which life unfolds? When we begin to look at imagination in this light, it becomes not a luxury, but an essential tool for shaping our lives. Imagination is the seed from which all things grow. Think of any great invention, any advancement in human history, and you will find it first existed as a mere idea, a vision. The phone you carry, the chair you sit on, even the cities we live in, each one began as a thought, an image in someone's mind. Therefore, to understand how to use imagination is to understand how to create deliberately. Explore how you can cultivate this faculty to work for you, starting with the art of inner reality. Inner reality means creating a world within you that mirrors your desire. If you wish for peace, imagine a scene that makes you feel deeply at peace. If you desire success, imagine yourself already successful, receiving the rewards of your efforts. In this space, allow yourself to see, touch, hear, and feel as though it were real. It's not enough to vaguely wish or daydream. You must construct a vivid, sensory experience within. Imagine your goal with such detail that it feels natural. Do not just see it, enter it. Feel yourself living in that reality. Stand in that moment of fulfillment and breathe it in. This is the process of living in the assumption. It's not wishful thinking, it's belief in action. When you live in the assumption that your desire is already fulfilled, you set a powerful creative force in motion. But as you start this journey, you'll likely face a familiar foe, doubt. Doubt is that quiet voice saying, "Who are you to want this? That's too much. That's impossible." Recognize that these are not truths, they are habits of thinking, relics of past conditioning. Each time doubt arises, gently bring yourself back to your imagined reality. Picture it again and again until it feels more real than any worry or fear. The mind, you'll find, can be reconditioned through repetition. This is where persistence and faith come in. In our fast-paced world, we are trained to expect immediate results, yet imagination doesn't work on demand. It requires nurturing and faith, much like planting a seed. You do not plant a seed and demand it sprout the next day. Instead, you water it, tend to it, and trust the process. So it is with your imagination. Persist in your mental practice with patience, knowing that each time you imagine, you are laying down the foundations of your future reality. As you faithfully return to your mental scene, what you've planted within will inevitably begin to manifest without. You may not know when or how, but life will arrange itself to mirror what you have impressed upon your mind. Circumstances, opportunities, and even people will appear in alignment with the reality you have constructed in your imagination. Using imagination is not about escape, it's about creation. It's about becoming the architect of your own life. Remember, every moment spent cultivating this power is an investment in your future. Begin today and hold fast to your vision. Live as though your dreams are already realized, and watch as life transforms to reflect the world you have imagined within. Imagination is one of the most underutilized faculties within the human experience. Often relegated to childhood games or fanciful daydreams, we tend to overlook the profound power it holds. In truth, imagination is not merely a whimsical pastime, it is an extraordinary tool that can shape our lives in remarkable ways. It serves as the engine of creativity, innovation, and personal transformation. When we understand this, we unlock a gateway to a reality that is entirely within our control. Imagination is the ability to form mental images or concepts that are not currently perceived through the senses. It allows us to visualize scenarios, create possibilities, and invent new ideas. This cognitive process transcends the limitations of our immediate circumstances, enabling us to explore potential futures and experiment with different outcomes. By harnessing this mental faculty, we can influence not just our thoughts, but also our feelings and actions, ultimately guiding us toward our desired reality. The power of imagination is deeply rooted in our neurological pathways. Studies have shown that when we vividly imagine an event, the brain often responds as if it is actually occurring. This means that through the act of imaginative thinking, we can create emotional responses, stimulate the brain's reward centers, and initiate physiological changes within our bodies. For instance, when athletes visualize their performance, they engage the same neural mechanisms as when they physically practice their sport. This phenomenon underscores the potential of imagination as a rehearsal tool for real-life scenarios, allowing us to prepare ourselves mentally for success. Imagination plays a crucial role in problem-solving and decision-making. When we encounter challenges, the ability to envision different perspectives and outcomes is invaluable. It helps us navigate complex situations by allowing us to explore various pathways and consider alternative solutions. In this sense, imagination serves as a mental laboratory where we can experiment with ideas and test their feasibility without the constraints of time, space, or resources. This creative exploration is essential not only in personal growth but also in fields such as business, science, and the arts, where innovation thrives on the ability to think outside the box. Imagination can be a powerful healing tool. In therapeutic contexts, techniques such as guided imagery and visualization have been employed to help individuals cope with trauma, anxiety, and stress. By creating peaceful and reassuring mental images, individuals can foster a sense of safety and well-being, enabling them to confront and overcome their fears. This demonstrates that imagination is not merely a frivolous escape, it can serve as a pathway to emotional and psychological resilience. Embracing the power of imagination requires a conscious effort to engage in creative thinking and visualization. It calls for us to cultivate a mindset that is open to possibilities, free from the constraints of limiting beliefs and self-doubt. Practicing techniques such as meditation, journaling, or even daydreaming can enhance our imaginative capabilities. Through these practices, we learn to tap into our innate creativity, allowing our minds to wander and explore the vast landscapes of our potential. Imagination is the thread that connects our desires to our reality. It is the means through which we can visualize and manifest our dreams, ultimately empowering us to live a life that reflects our true aspirations. Understanding imagination as a powerful tool opens the door to infinite possibilities, inviting us to create a narrative that resonates with our deepest values and goals. By cultivating this faculty, we can transcend the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary, embarking on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. Creating a vivid inner reality is an essential step in harnessing the power of imagination. To engage deeply with your imagination, you must understand that it functions not just as a mental exercise, but as a mechanism through which you can influence your actual life circumstances. By vividly imagining your desires, you set a powerful process into motion that shapes your beliefs and ultimately your reality. One of the key aspects of this process is visualization. Visualization is the act of forming detailed mental images of your goals or desires. When you visualize, you are not merely seeing pictures in your mind, you are constructing a complete scene that involves all your senses. To fully immerse yourself in this practice, it is vital to be specific. Instead of thinking, "I want a new job," picture yourself in that job. Envision the environment you would be in, the people you would interact with, and the tasks you would perform. Feel the emotions associated with this new position: pride, satisfaction, excitement. The more detail you add, the more real the experience becomes. The feelings you associate with your imagined reality are the energetic catalysts that propel your visualizations into your subconscious mind. For instance, if you imagine yourself succeeding in a particular venture, allowing yourself to feel the joy and relief of that success makes the experience more powerful. Emotions are the language of the subconscious, and they resonate deeply within you, anchoring your desires in a way that mere words cannot. Don't just see your ideal scenario, hear the sounds, smell the scents, and feel the textures involved. For example, if you are envisioning a beach vacation, imagine the sound of the waves crashing, the warmth of the sun on your skin, and the scent of salt in the air. By involving your senses, you create a multi-dimensional experience that makes your inner reality more palpable. Important factor is the consistency of your practice. It's not enough to visualize your desires once or twice. Just as one does not plant a seed and expect a tree to grow overnight, you must return to your inner reality regularly. Dedicate a specific time each day to immerse yourself in your visualization. This commitment reinforces the images in your mind, making them more familiar and believable. Over time, the practice of visualizing your desired reality will create neural pathways in your brain that make these imagined scenarios feel more attainable and real. You may encounter skepticism or disbelief both from within and from external sources. It's natural to doubt the feasibility of what you are envisioning, especially if it seems far removed from your current situation. However, it is essential to remember that this doubt is simply a reflection of past conditioning. When you create an inner reality, you have the power to challenge and transform those limiting beliefs. Instead of allowing doubt to dictate your actions, acknowledge it, but choose to focus on your imaginative exercise instead. Over time, the repetition of your visualizations will help dispel doubts, allowing you to embrace a new narrative about what is possible. When you successfully create a vivid and compelling inner reality, you lay the groundwork for it to manifest in your external world. This inner reality serves as a blueprint for the life you wish to lead. The more vividly you imagine and the more emotionally connected you become to these images, the greater the likelihood that they will begin to materialize. Ultimately, the act of creating inner reality is not a passive activity, it is an active engagement with your deepest desires, a commitment to shaping your destiny through the powerful tool of imagination. Living in the assumption is a profound concept that invites us to reshape our reality through the lens of our imagination. This principle operates on the understanding that our beliefs and feelings about ourselves and our circumstances profoundly influence our experiences. When we talk about living in the assumption, we refer to the idea of imagining a desired outcome as if it is already true, allowing that belief to permeate our thoughts, emotions, and actions. To fully grasp the power of this principle, we must first recognize that our mind functions as a creative force. Every thought we entertain holds the potential to manifest in our lives, shaping our reality according to the images we dwell upon. Therefore, living in the assumption means embracing a mindset that aligns with our aspirations rather than our fears. It is a conscious choice to envision ourselves in scenarios where we have achieved our goals and to nurture those feelings as though they are our current reality. This process requires us to suspend disbelief and let go of the limiting beliefs that often hold us back. Many of us are conditioned to think in terms of what is possible based on our past experiences or societal expectations. However, when we step into the realm of imagination, we are given the freedom to explore possibilities beyond our current circumstances. By living in the assumption, we allow ourselves to envision a future that may seem distant or unattainable and treat it as an immediate truth. An effective way to practice living in the assumption is through visualization. This technique involves creating a detailed mental picture of your desired outcome. For instance, if you aim to advance in your career, visualize yourself in a position of success. Picture the office, the people you work with, and the feelings you would experience in that role. Imagine the conversations you would have and the projects you would lead. Engage all your senses in this visualization, allowing yourself to feel the excitement and satisfaction of that achievement. It is crucial to pair this visualization with the emotion associated with your desired state. Emotions are powerful amplifiers of our beliefs. When we feel strongly about something, we send a clearer signal to our subconscious mind, which in turn seeks to manifest that feeling into reality. Therefore, while visualizing, allow yourself to feel the joy, pride, and gratitude that comes with living your assumed reality. This emotional connection reinforces your belief that what you desire is not only possible but inevitable. As we continue to practice living in the assumption, we must also remember the importance of consistency. This is not a one-time exercise but a daily commitment. It requires revisiting our visualizations, adjusting our assumptions, and reaffirming our beliefs regularly. By making this practice a part of our daily routine, we effectively train our minds to focus on what we want, rather than what we fear or doubt. It's essential to be mindful of the language we use when speaking about our desires. Language shapes our thoughts and perceptions, and using affirmations or positive statements about our assumed reality reinforces our commitment to this practice. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," reframe it as, "I am successful and thriving in my career." This subtle shift in language aligns your current state of mind with your desired outcome, further embedding the assumption into your consciousness. Living in the assumption is about bridging the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It empowers you to take control of your narrative and shapes your reality through intention and belief. By consistently imagining and embodying your desired outcomes, you begin to experience the transformative power of your imagination, bringing your aspirations to fruition in ways you may never have thought possible. Doubt is a universal experience that everyone encounters at some point in their journey. It often manifests as a nagging voice in the back of our minds, whispering negative thoughts that undermine our confidence and aspirations. This voice can be so powerful that it causes us to hesitate or abandon our dreams altogether. The crux of overcoming doubt lies in recognizing it as an internal barrier that can be dismantled through conscious practice and the power of imagination. To begin addressing doubt, it's crucial to understand its origins. Doubt frequently stems from past experiences, societal conditioning, or comparisons with others. Perhaps you've faced failure before, or you've been told that your dreams are unrealistic. These experiences shape our beliefs and can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more we doubt ourselves, the less likely we are to take action, which in turn leads to the very outcomes we fear. Recognizing this cycle is the first step toward breaking free from it. One of the most effective strategies for overcoming doubt is to actively challenge these negative thoughts. This involves reframing your mindset and questioning the validity of your doubts. For instance, if you find yourself thinking, "I can't achieve that because I've never done it before," counter that thought with a positive affirmation like, "Every expert was once a beginner." By intentionally focusing on positive affirmations and possibilities, you gradually train your mind to align with a more empowering narrative. Visualization is another potent tool in overcoming doubt. This technique requires you to create vivid mental images of your desired outcomes. When you envision yourself succeeding in a specific endeavor, you effectively create a mental blueprint that helps to solidify your belief in the possibility of achieving it. Imagine the feelings associated with success, the joy, the relief, the pride. When these positive emotions are tied to your visualization, they become a source of motivation rather than a target for doubt. Immersing yourself in the experiences of others who have overcome similar doubts can be incredibly inspirational. Reading biographies, listening to success stories, or engaging with a community of like-minded individuals provides real-life evidence that doubt can be surmounted. These stories serve as reminders that you are not alone in your struggles and that persistence can lead to triumph. Witnessing others navigate their fears can spark a sense of possibility within you, encouraging you to push through your own uncertainties. Practicing mindfulness can also play a vital role in overcoming doubt. Mindfulness encourages you to stay present, focusing on the moment rather than getting lost in negative thoughts about the past or future. By developing a mindful approach, you can observe your doubts without becoming attached to them. This separation allows you to recognize doubt as a transient feeling rather than a permanent state. The more you practice mindfulness, the less power doubt has over your actions. Taking small, actionable steps toward your goals can help diminish the power of doubt. Rather than becoming overwhelmed by the magnitude of your aspirations, break them down into manageable tasks. Each small success builds confidence, creating a positive feedback loop that helps to dispel doubts. When you actively engage in the process of achieving your goals, you reinforce your belief in your capabilities. The final piece of this puzzle is patience and compassion toward yourself. Doubt is a natural part of growth and change. Instead of viewing it as a failure, see it as an opportunity to learn about your resilience and adaptability. Embrace the journey with its ups and downs, recognizing that overcoming doubt is a continuous process. With each step forward, no matter how small, you are retraining your mind to focus on possibility and potential, ultimately paving the way for the manifestation of your dreams. To harness the power of imagination effectively, one must embrace the principles of persistence and faith. These two elements are crucial for transforming imagination into reality, as they serve as the foundation for the creative process. Imagination is not a one-time event or a fleeting thought. It requires consistent practice, an unwavering belief in the vision you are nurturing. Without persistence, your imaginative efforts may wane when faced with challenges, while faith is the driving force that keeps you anchored in your vision, even when tangible results seem distant. Persistence in imagination involves returning to your mental scenes repeatedly, making them as vivid and engaging as possible. This repetition helps solidify your mental images, embedding them deeply within your subconscious mind. Think of it as a form of mental exercise. Just as a physical athlete practices daily to enhance their skills, you must also dedicate time to refine your imaginative abilities. Whether you visualize your desired outcome for a few minutes each day or engage in longer sessions, the key is to establish a routine that prioritizes this practice. The more frequently you immerse yourself in the details of your imagination, the stronger the neural pathways associated with those images become. Persistence helps to combat the inevitable doubts and distractions that arise along the way. Life often presents challenges that can deter us from our goals, but a steadfast commitment to your vision serves as a powerful counterbalance. When faced with setbacks or negative experiences, returning to your imaginative practice reinforces your determination and helps you maintain focus. It's essential to recognize that obstacles are a natural part of the journey and do not negate the validity of your desires. Instead, view these challenges as opportunities to deepen your understanding and refine your vision. Faith, on the other hand, is the unwavering belief that your imagined outcomes will manifest in your reality. This belief is not merely blind optimism, it's rooted in a profound understanding of the creative process. Faith allows you to trust the unfolding of your life and to accept that there may be a timeline beyond your immediate comprehension. It is about knowing that each time you engage in your imaginative practice, you are planting seeds that will eventually sprout, even if you cannot see them growing at that moment. Cultivating faith involves surrendering your attachment to specific outcomes and timelines. Instead of fixating on when and how your desires will come to fruition, focus on the feelings and experiences associated with them. This shift in perspective enables you to maintain a sense of joy and excitement about your future, rather than anxiety or impatience. Faith also encourages resilience in the face of adversity, reinforcing the idea that you are on a journey towards something greater. The power of affirmation plays a critical role in fostering both persistence and faith. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce your beliefs and aspirations. By incorporating affirmations into your daily routine, you continually remind yourself of your goals and the validity of your imagination. They serve as powerful tools for conditioning your mind and keeping your vision alive in the face of doubt. Persistence and faith are essential components of using imagination to create your desired reality. By committing to regular practice and maintaining unwavering belief in your vision, you can unlock the transformative potential of your imagination. Embrace the journey with patience, knowing that each step you take is bringing you closer to the life you envision. Remember, it is not just about imagining what you want, but actively engaging with that imagination, nurturing it with persistence and faith until it blossoms into your lived experience.